Part 4 of When Your Professor is Insanely Obsessed with You and Can Do Anything to Make You His. Author point of view. Jungkook was standing very close, his eyes staring deep in yours. That looked scared and confused. Jan, married? Jungkook, yes. Any problem? You winced when he again reached to your and this time left a mark. Jan, but Jungkook, not paying a heed, he leaned you back and descended from your. Why his touch always made you forget everything. Feeling dizzy, you and movement of his hands speeded up. Jan, wait, we need to talk. Things from the table fell down as he straightened you and then caught Jungkook. I love you so much, Jan. Jan, your breath hissed as his hand touched you. You wanted to never stop him. Your mind screaming to tell him that how much you need him. But Jan, Jungkook, stop. You said sharply, and he looked up. Your breathing uneven, and your face was red. Sitting up, you said, your disheveled dress. Jan, I came to talk, Jungkook. He growled. When pushing him, you stepped down. You bit your bottom lip as you can feel the heat of pull down. Jungkook, it's all good, baby. Then what? Pasting to you, he rested his hands on Jan. I cannot get married in rush. Jan, we need to give this relation some time. Jungkook, we can give this time after marriage too. Jan, what? It's a big step. How can we keep you to himself? Jungkook, you had already taken that big step by coming in my life. There is no way back. Then what's wrong in getting married? He was again making you feel caged. His secretary came in, calling him for a meeting. He left. Jungkook asked his father to to your parents for the marriage, and he lashed out, Mr. John, no way. I will not let you ruin that child's life, Jungkook. I love her dad, Mr. John. This is not love. He looked worried and scared. Mr. John, this is your obsession that will only hurt her. Jungkook, why are you so against my happiness? I want her in my life. She keeps my mind calm. I don't need anything else. She is my therapy. Jungkook acted like a child begging for a toy. Mr. John, don't do this mistake that I did. Lifetime regrets are torturous. That spread fear on his face. Jungkook, she will not leave me like mom. She loves me. She ran out of the house to receive Jungkook. Wearing a black suit, he was looking very handsome. Jungkook, how are you? Before he hugged you. Jan, stressed, he softly melted on Jungkook. It will be fine. Jan, can you please not talk about the marriage for now? He stuttered when his eyes had that dark look. Jungkook, we will see. Let's go in. He apologized to your parents. They easily forgave him as his dad was their best friend and he was also there. Dinner was his going all good. She looked at Jungkook when under the table he held your hand. Jungkook, I want to say something. Your heart hammered. A look exchanged between him and his father. Your father, yes, go ahead. Mr. Jan, we were thinking to hold a little ceremony. Your father, your mother, ceremony? Mr. John, I mean engagement of our children. He avoided Jungkook's gaze, whose grip tightened on your hand as he asked him to talk about marriage. Your father, yeah, but isn't it too early? Mr. John, I know, it's just an engagement. Your mother, let's not rush, kids will decide later. He moved on and you placed your other hand too on Jungkook's as he looked pissed off. Jungkook, I am done. He panicked as he stood tall, his face blank yet screaming danger. Your father, you haven't eaten. Jungkook, it's enough. Air of the room was awkward as he walked out. Yeah, I think he isn't feeling well. Let me check. You followed him. Mr. John had a worried look. Yeah, Jungkook, listen. He was fastly stepping down the stairs, moving to his car. She came in front of him. Jungkook, why were they acting like that, as if someone forced them? Jan, you are overthinking. He attached himself you after slamming you against the car. He was breathing furiously. Jungkook, don't talk to me if you are gonna take their side. Why you did not say a word? You should at least try to convince them. You placed your small hands on either side of his face. He, Jan, we can talk later. You gasped when sharply holding your hands, he tied them above your head. Jungkook, did you tell them to not agree? You shook your head, ready to cry at his behavior. Jungkook, that is why they insulted Mr. John. Back off, Jungkook. He roared, trying to keep his volume low, and pulled him back. Mr. John, how can you hurt her for such a little thing, idiot? You saw instant regret in Jungkook's eyes. He again got closer and hit you in a squeezing hug. Jungkook, I am so sorry, baby. I just lost my mind. Mr. John, we are leaving. Jungkook separated and begged your Jungkook. I will call you, huh? Shu nodded as he was looking very guilty. Jungkook, love you so much. He left with a heavy heart as you did not say it back. For the next few days, you stayed at home, as you will join uni by next few week. You were excited for a uni life, doing a lot of shopping and other preparations, and so could not meet with Jungkook. It was Sunday, and to give him a surprise, you went to his house. Instead of him, you found his father. He served you coffee. Mr. John, if you don't mind, can I ask you something? John, of course, uncle. Mr. John, does Jungkook behave normally? I mean, did he ever try to harm you in any way? You seem nervous, Mr. John. You are like my daughter. I am worried for you. He cannot manage his anger issues, that's why. Sean, I know, but he never hurt me. Mr. Sean, I will force you or Jungkook appeared just then. Sean, why? Is Jungkook not safe for me? Please tell me, Jungkook. Yan. His voice sharp and you two stood. Mr. John. Jungkook, we were JK. What were you two discussing, huh? Swirling anger his eyes made you take a step back, and his father unintentionally shielded you from him. Mr. John, we were just talking. Sean, aren't you getting late? He turned to you and patted your shoulder. Yan, yeah, see you later. Jungkook stopped you by your arm when you were walking past him. JK, stay. Mr. John, let her go, Jungkook. JK, with the thought that I am unsafe for her. You had fearful eyes when he got closer. Mr. John, it's not that I was just. JK, come with me. He dragged you towards his room. Pulling you in, he locked the door. John, what are you? JK, do you think I will hurt you? You shake your head. John, Uncle was asking such questions that I. Why he thinks that you can hurt me? He brought you to bed and straightened on it. Jan, Jungkook, JK, I only want to relax. He wrapped around and snuggled. You also felt warm as he stayed still. JK, I am his only son, and he always stays worried for me. He is kind of paranoid. I was forcing him to talk about engagement, and he thought I might force you to. Did I? He pulled up his head when you did not answer. Jan, why are you in a hurry? JK, I don't want to lose you. I am scared. If you think that I will force you to do it after engagement or marriage, then I promise I will not. We will not do it until you ask for it. Your heart swelled that he had so many insecurities. How his voice heavier. You felt guilty that you were thinking so wrong about him. You tightened your arms around Yan. I love you, Jungkook, and you will never lose me. You walked in lounge where your parents were sitting. Jan, Dad, I need to talk to you. Your father, yes, my daughter, come here. You sat next to him. Jan, set a date for engagement. Your mother, what? You barely know him. Did he force Jan? Stop treating him like this. It hurts. I want it, Dad. Please talk with Uncle. It's my final decision. To be continued. Excited for more fun. Thanks for watching and love you all.